Well, hello, all you raging, aging beauties. I'm Jenny. I'm here to motivate, uplift, and inspire everyone, especially those women in or near their prime. Today, I hope you can forgive that I haven't really done much with my hair. I let it air dry, didn't apply a lot of heat because we are going to be doing what you can check up here in my last video we talked about. I'm going to be doing a little old lady install on one of my wigs for the first time that I've ever done it. And so I'm hoping that it'll turn out great. I'm going to leave it in for a couple of days and show you how it looks after, it's had a little bit of wear. But wish me luck and let's jump right in. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my hair up into one of these caps that you saw me wearing. It looks just like a little pantyhose type of thing, but it's for your, your hair. I'm going to use a couple of these little rubber bands to put my hair up in two sections so that you can see what makes it easier for me to get it up in these stockings. There we go, we have that part done. All right, that makes it easier because when you don't have your hair put up, your hair's just down and you put this on top of it, then you try to shove your hair up into it. Same thing with the wig without a cap. It just, every time you tuck your hair up, then pull your hand down, the hair falls out. Okay, so now you just want to pull it up. Now I think this time, when I'm just using this to go under a wig without installing it, I usually move this part, the band, up to my hairline, but because we're going to be installing this one and trimming and gluing things, I am going to leave it down here, the band, because we're going to need to glue everything up here and then trim this. So, you want to make sure you have room to trim all that. Okay, so, and see how easy that was to get it all kind of tucked up in there? And then you can use your hands. Again, as I said in my last video, if you have hair and you need to adjust it to make sure it's flat to your head as possible with no kinks and, great big spots that are sticking out. We are now about to apply the glue. I've got the Got2b glue blasting freeze spray. And from what I understand, this stuff is mega super duty. So what I'm going to do is spray it all around the hairline right here. All right, hopefully that's enough. It feels pretty saturated. So let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. That's going to take a while. Maybe I'll go get my hair dryer to help it out. And we'll come back and move on from here. Okay, so I did go ahead and I did do 2 rounds of the glue on there and let it dry real good. I used my hair dryer a little bit and I brushed out and got my wig ready. I've decided to go with her, if you remember her from my last video, because she's the one that had the full frontal lace. So yeah, we'll trim it all the way up pretty much to the hairline on the cap. I'm just trying to show you every step as we go. I'm going to be using these little tiny scissors if they work well enough so that I can get close to it and have super control. Otherwise, I have this pair, but they are awfully sharp and it depends on if I can do this without my glasses or not. See how much I trust myself. So I'm going to get right up in here. The way my hairline is shaped, I want to get closer up in here. we are ready, I believe, to apply the glue and then do a trim. This time should be the real deal. Let's make sure that it fits my hairline nicely. Okay, there we go. And then let's see if we can get this side lined up. Do you see what I'm doing? There's the cap underneath. I don't want that to show. I want the wig to lay like this and come down over that, like that. Okay. Now we want to get the wig glue on here. I have this, what's this called? Catalan Super Bonding Glue for Hair Systems. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know if it's focusing for you to be able to see it. Okay, so what we do is we take the lid off of this. And then I'm going to apply it. I'm going to lift this up out of our way. Okay. And we're going to apply this right here to the hairline of the cap. Okay. And I'm going to use the end of my thing here and just kind of pack this down, okay? And get it all patted in there. See how I'm smoothing that down? I got that glue pretty well spread out. Now we're going to pull our wig down and over it, okay? Oops. Just like we had it there. And there. And on this side, just make sure you have it where you want it. And it'd be nice if the hair wouldn't actually flop in my face, that I could see exactly there. Okay, I got that side and I'm pressing it down to get it secured. And then this side I'm going to pull it down where I want it. Okay. That is definitely holding it in place. Wow, that looks amazing so far. And I'm going to use a tooth comb to continue pressing this down, because with this finger I started noticing it's a little sticky. So you may want to be careful of that, especially if you put 2 or 3 layers of glue on there and it's especially tacky, sticky, because this stuff is strong. So I don't think you want to get it all over your hands and have those kind of problems. So just use the end of a comb. Whatever you have. Okay, and that is pretty darn secure. All right, now I think it's probably time to wrap our silk scarf around this. So I have this silk goddess scarf. I realize I look like a fool. Might be easier to just go get it done, but nope. We're gonna keep on plugging away, ladies. I insist. You have to laugh at yourself, you know? Keeps you young. I don't know, ladies. I'm thinking we're ready for a night out on the town. I am definitely not always a serious person, so I hope you don't mind having a little bit of fun with me. All right, let's take this off, take a peek. So yeah, I'm gonna trim this lace real close now. And you can see where I trimmed some of the baby hairs previously. But we're gonna go ahead. Now the way I trimmed what was there to begin with is I'm gonna put a cut over here to the side a little bit. Okay, not right in the center. I'm gonna do this in sections. So I'm gonna go right up to the hairline as close as I can. The wig hairline without cutting any of it off. And then I'm gonna come over here and put a cut. Okay. And I'll speed this up for you so that you don't have to watch everything. But what you can see is I'm gonna trim it as close to the hairline as I can. And then I'm gonna trim this side as close to the hairline as I can. And just so you know, you kind of wanna do a zigzaggy sort of motion so that it's more natural looking rather than just a straight blunt cut. But you just wanna make sure you don't cut the hair of the wig. This is what I've learned. And then I'll speed it up and we'll see how this goes. Look at that, ladies, you cannot see it at all. Can you see that? Let me show you all the way around. Aside from having to fix the baby hairs to make it not look so glued and matted, but the line itself, the seam, is pretty flawless all the way down. This is really great. You cannot see it, you cannot tell. As far as the installation itself, I would say we have got a wig on. This is a success. All right, and now what you can see here, I'm about to do, I've sectioned off just this little tiny front part that just doesn't want to behave itself. So I'm going to trim myself some little teeny tiny baby bangs. And that just kind of is making it look a little more natural, I think, in my opinion. So yes, here we go, ladies. Now, I want to show you up close at the hairline again. I had to play with it a little bit and loosen up some of the hairs that were stuck in the glue. And now we have what looks really natural, really good. Okay, my ladies, this is pretty much the finished result. After you can see that hairline, I did have to add a little bit of camouflage up here just because the hairline didn't exactly match in tone. So I used some contour to match it up evenly. And then I trimmed the bangs, curled them a little bit, and I'm gonna play with it over the next couple of days, do some hairstyles, braids, different things. But this is what we have as the final install. Probably save myself a couple $100 having a professional do it, doing it myself. So keep in mind that with a little bit of effort, you can too. If you got something out of this and enjoyed your time with me today, then hit the like and subscribe button down below. And stay tuned for the next episode. I'll be coming showing you how this holds up over a couple of days. And I'll show you some of the hairstyles that I was able to do with it. All right, take care.